will be confused.
There goes my wallet.
Trust us, this will make sense. That issue will be drawn by Asad Ribic, the former artist of Thor, and his art is really, really good. It'll be 30 pages and ship on Christmas Eve. Rick Remender talked about his Captain America series, how he's going to introduce a new villain called Dr. Mind Bubble. I mean, that's a thing.
Sure, why not?
Avengers AI is also going to get a Point Now issue.
Yeah, the best Avengers.
The robots. What else? Oh, there's going to be a new series of Secret Avengers with a new number 1. The writer, written by Alice Codd, who was former writer of Suicide Squad before Matt Kemp took over now. It's going to be very similar to Avengers Assemble. The only cast revealed so far is Spider-Woman, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Coulson, and Nick Fury Jr., also known as Ultimate Universe Nick Fury, also known as Black Nick Fury, also known as we put this Nick Fury because we have him in the movies and we want money, that's why. Oh, the really big news was that Hickman announced a new Avengers series called Avengers World. And essentially this series will revolve around all the big Avengers team, but it'll be more like sort of short stuff stories, more specifically focused on the Avengers themselves rather than the big events happening. And in order to fill in this story, Avengers is going to stop from being a 2 issues a month series to a 1 issue a month.
So Marvel's going to take less of my money then?
Unless you want to buy Avengers World, then you're just spending the same amount of money.
So the Marvel gear.
Exactly. Don't talk about that. We're still not ready to reveal that yet to you guys.
Don't worry, we'll explain it at some point.
So yeah, it's pretty much going to be about the Avengers coming back after Infinity.
Oh, this looks interesting. Loki, Agent of Asgard.
Oh yes, that's going to be apparently some series with Loki. They showed an image for it, and he looks older Loki. I guess Loki's going back to his normal self. He was a kid for a while because of reasons. And so, yeah, that's that. Avengers Arena is going to go into like a sub-sequel series called Avengers Undercover. A lot of weird stuff going on in that one. They also announced a new ongoing Black Widow series to show up in all new Marvel now. It's pretty cool. Black Widow is one of those big characters that's been needing a series. I mean, she's the only female in the cinematic universe. We might as well give her something.
Hey, we got Natalie Portman in the Thor movies.
Yeah, she's a really, really developed character. Look, you know those superpowers she doesn't have. Anyways,
what about Maria Hill? She's in there.
She is cool, and she deserves more stuff. No long hair, short hair only.
Just wait for that other show to end.
I don't know what you're talking about. What else is here? Some people asked him whether or not Avengers World will be very similar to Hickman's Ultimate series. He said he'll try to make it very different. It won't be exactly like that. There's going to be some stuff to deal with S.H.I.E.L.D. in that series. Hickman commented about how awful the numbering is for the Point Now stuff. At least he knows. Uncanny Avengers is going to continue on its normal storyline, so no big changes with that series yet. What else is here? Some people asked about the Dark Avengers series, which recently ended, and they said that those characters are going to eventually show up in other stuff. I like some of those characters, like Scar, the Son of Hulk, and so forth.
That one series, which I never read.
Yeah. I read the first couple of issues. I still haven't finished it. Angela is going to get very important pretty soon, the character that crossed over from Image Comics.
Oh, boy.
Original White Nick Fury is going to be showing up in the Avengers books. That'll be interesting to see. We haven't seen anything from him in a while.
Oh, man. Can't we just stick with Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury?
No, White Nick Fury is best Nick Fury. Vietnam for life. And so that's pretty much everything from that panel. So let's go on to the next panel. Okay, so the next panel was the one we've been waiting to talk about. The DC Comics Superman panel, also known as the character that we had a movie come out of and the 75th anniversary, but somehow we still keep fucking him up.
Because, Cyborg is totally a Superman title.
Shut up. Scott Lobdell, the great and all-powerful master writer, he's totally on equal terms with Grant Morrison and Alan Moore.
And Jeff Johns, he's right up there.
Exactly like those people. Snyder started off the panel talking about how different Superman is from Batman.
Well, at least someone's decent as writing Superman.
They had to put him there, man. They knew Lobdell was gonna fuck everything up. They were like, Snyder, just talk a little bit so people don't.
Why
kill
don't they just
themselves."
fire him? Why don't they just fire him?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He talked about his Superman Unchained series. How that series is going to be very interesting for Superman's character. With his new villain called Wraith. What else is here? Charles Soule talked about his series, Superman Wonder Woman. How it's not going to be really a make-out book. He's really going to try and show the relationship between these people and how the characters and their unique families feel about it. Zod is going to be showing up in a lot of the Superman comics.
Which pretty much means we had this guy in the movie, so we're going to put him in the comics because we need more money.
Confirmed. DC is copying from Marvel again. What else? Batman Superman is going to temporarily change artist to Brett Booth, the former artist of Nightwing, to give Jay Lee, the artist for the first couple of issues, a break. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about Scott Lobdell's 10 out of 10, a classic series.
Video Game Donkey.
Yes, Video Game Donkey. .com. Go check it out. Not .com, .YouTube. Okay, so currently, Scott Lobdell is doing an event crossing through all the Superman titles, except Superman Unchained, because Snyder's like, no, don't get your shit on me, called Krypton Returns.
What does that even mean?
No, where the Super Family goes back
the Super Family? We had a Bat Family. Now we have a Super Family?
That's what we call them now. Are going back in time to try and prevent the destruction of Krypton.
What is he... I don't have anything to say about this.
It's genius. It's what I've always wanted, you know.
Because, you know, that might not change history at all.
You know, let's not have those alternate universe comics to tell those stories, and let's do it in the normal comics. No. Then, the big news that made everyone rustle in their jimmies, Lobdell dropped a bomb that Superboy is gonna die at the end of this event.
Well, gee, thanks for being subtle about it.
Yeah, that's just something you throw out there. Oh, hey, this character that a lot of people love, he's gonna die. There you go. That's cool, bro. And from Superboy number 26 onwards, it's gonna be about this other character called John Lane Kent, who's like the alternate universe son of Clark. I don't care about this person.
But isn't Superman fucking Wonder Woman? How did Superman and Lois Lane have a son?
No, it's an alternate universe, man.
What? Now we're bringing alternate universes into this?
Dude, Earth 3, forever evil. Follow the continuity, bro. And the other thing that he said was that apparently Supergirl is going to leave the Superman family forever. For another whole set of books in the DC universe.
That pretty much means, hey guys, buy some more of my comic books so I don't get fired.
So yeah, people are still speculating on exactly what other comics she's going to show up with.
Some people think that she's going to be in Teen Titans. God forbid.
God almighty. Some people actually said that she might show up in the Justice League 3000 series, which that would make a little bit sense since like in the old comics Supergirl did hang out with the Legion of Superheroes in the future. So there's that. What else? Lobdell promised that Parasite will show up, the villain Parasite, in Action Comics, who then attacks Lois Lane, and according to the writer, Superman decides to let Parasite act as a leech on Lois Lane because, you know, that's what superheroes do.
Because, you know, Superman would be totally cool with that.
Because, you know, he's a broski. So, yeah. That was Lobdell chopping our dicks off. And not the good kind of chopping your dick off, like Vince Gilligan's Breaking Bad. The bad kind of chopping your dick off.
What are you even doing, man? What are you even doing?
Okay. Then when there were some questions from the fans, some of the panelists were asked about how Superman in the New 52 is kind of more kick them punch first, and if it would ever become a killer. Snyder says that he doesn't see Superman becoming that. That's like a final option for him, like an ultimate super final option. While Lobdell said that if the time came, I think he would. Yeah, Lobdell. That's the character. Look, I get that he killed someone in Man of Steel. But they're probably just going to use that as like a thing to justify his no-kill rule. Which, if that's true, then I'm perfectly fine with that. But if it isn't, then the movies are fucked too.
Oh God! Don't tell me Scott Lobdell's gonna ruin Batman, Superman.
Oh God, no! Please no! Just keep it.
Ben Affleck, please don't ruin this for me.
Ben Affleck will do good, man. Argo. That's all you need to know. They were also asked about their thoughts on Man of Steel. Most of them thought that it was pretty good. Also, another news that wasn't mentioned at the panel was that apparently Snyder and Jim Lee's Superman Unchained run is gonna end on issue 9, and then after that they leave that series.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I guess they just decided to want to do those issues.
Why didn't they just make it a miniseries?
Yeah, that's the weird part. So, is someone else gonna come in and pick it up? Why do we even have this other series now if it's not just for Snyder? That's kind of confusing. Okay, so that's the end of that panel, pretty much. Now to go over to the Batman panel, the main one. Let me just update this to see if anything new has been added. Okay, so Snyder began again by talking about the 0 year, how it's his own thing, and he wanted to do something really special that will pay tribute to a lot of things, and how Greg Capullo is a really good artist and his really good work. Personally, I think they should also give props to FCO, the colorist. His colors look amazing. What else is here? Okay, so then the Q&A session was there, and once again, people asked about Stephanie Brown. And this time, we finally got an answer. Snyder said that Stephanie Brown is going to come back in the weekly Batman series, Batman Eternal. But she won't be coming back as Batgirl, because Barbara Gordon's Batgirl now. Again, she'll be coming back as her original identity, the spoiler. So, hey, at least we're getting her back. Still no word on Cassandra Cain. Come on, guys. She's cool. She's awesome. They talked to Tomasi talked about Batman and Two-Face arc, and he said that he's gonna explore questions like, how does Harvey Dent sleep with one eye always open? Because, you know...
Okay, then, I guess.
That's what we want.
Only Matt Fraction can pull that off, trust me.
Wait, what? What? What do you mean by that? Okay. Andreyko, the guy who's going to take over Batwoman, talked about how he finished the issue. And that's going to come up. People are still pissed about the whole issue with J.H. Williams.